juicy, delicious, magical Italian-style chicken sandwich.
Isn't that
Dude,
your nickname in high school?
That is my nickname in high school. So I've got some Blackstone Tuscan herb seasoning. I'm gonna hit this with a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. And I'm also gonna give some garlic powder. I want a nice crust. Because they're so thick, they're gonna take a minute to cook. So
these are that, dude, it smells.
Oh, the herbs.
An explosion of flavor!
Now.
You all right?
Nope. Get that. We're gonna go in the bowl right there. That's a lot.
It is a lot.
I probably did far too much.
How many sandwiches are we making?
We're making one giant sandwich, so you do want a hefty amount of it, but essentially, slice of red onion. 2 reasons. Number one.
Out of there?
I don't think so.
Is it?
You have to be a master of the mandolin too.
He also added some vinegar. So this is not like, we're not making a coleslaw.
Champagne.
Vintage champagne.
Where
Done
did
in the
you
past.
find champagne vinegar?
In the fancy aisle at the grocery store.
You've been going down the fancy aisle without me?
You know it.
How could you?
Oh, dude, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. What's up with that voice? Dude, I wanted a little sauce, so I've actually got some Duke's mayo and some Olive Garden Italian because their dressing is so.
When you're here.
Your family.
I'm also gonna add a little bit of garlic powder to this.
How many more ingredients you need?
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
That was just so much work. Okay, one more small thing because I've got it. Thought we'd do a little bit of lemon juice. We're gonna ring it and bring it because we're pretty much done here in just a second. You know what? Hold on. Pause on the ringage. Pause on the bringage.
Game on! Game on!
While I'm at this point right here, because we are gonna ring and bring. Hold on. Come over here.
Can't stop once you start.
I'm gonna be using.
What are you, a camel?
All the way through, or leave it like partially together.
Partially together.
Okay, so in this case, you would
Don't
normally be right, but I'm actually gonna cut it in half. I have another idea. Check it out.
Jeez.
I'm gonna put some seasonings in my butter so when it toasts.
What the Tatanka?
That's the tonka. Chicken back on the Blackstone, and we're gonna start melting some.
Again?
Oh yeah, we're gonna start melting some mozzarella on top of it. Now that's why we wanted to keep it uniform. We want them to be in those perfect lines. That way they go on our sandwich.
Look at you thinking ahead.
Creamy Italian sauce goes on the bottom buns. Now grab some of those charred blistered tomatoes on top of that lettuce and the red onions. On top of that, for some more vinegar punch, I've got some banana peppers and then a little bit of sauce.
Banana peppers.
Look at those bad boys. I think this is good. I'm gonna just go ahead and take the whole board because we got a lot going on here. I'll just eat that flat.
Sounds about right. Dude, are these both bottoms, by the way?
I don't. Yeah. Yep.
So those are both.
Yeah, this is a 12 tops. I'm an idiot.
Oh, what a loser!
Hell.
Son of Jarrell!
Nil before Zod.
Snitchy boochies!
Mallrats reference. I've got a special guest on my show right over here.
Hey guys, I'm Ethan.
Everybody, this is Tyler Hudson.
Tyler
and
Hudson!
He is visiting all the way from Australia.
In Australia, you walk into any pub, any restaurant, #1 thing on the menu, chicken parmesan.
What?
There it is. So, I said,
So
I will
Olive
definitely do
Olive
that.
Garden started in,
In Australia.
yeah.
Let's get to our breading. This is a simple process. Go ahead and grab yourself a shallow bowl. We're gonna add some panko plain
Oh, those big fatty crumbs are so good.
And my friends, we've got the
Oh,
new
show me the goods.
Tuscan herb. And to that, we're gonna just mix that up, get that ready, and then in another bowl, 3 eggs, gonna go ahead and crack those, put them in there, add a little bit of salt and pepper, and also to this, we've got some Blackstone loaded Italian sear and serve. Now we've got some chicken cutlets. Yes, you can use full-size chicken breasts if you want, but I like to take the shortcuts.
You're the cutlet king.
I'm the cutlet king!
Of Chicago.
Yeah. Moving on to our crumbs, get them all nice and crispy. There's no need to do a double.
2-stage breading.
Just for temperature's sake, I've got this on low, like medium low, because I don't want to necessarily get this too hot and burnt right away.
I didn't mean to say that.
I want to burn it later. I want to burn it later. Not right now.
That's actually a good tip.
Shut it up from Australia over there. Dude, we're almost ready to go.
We're so close.
Let's do this.
So close, I
we've
can
been working
taste it.
hard. It's officially time to ring
Careful,
it.
careful. Don't break it. Didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo. Wow. Didgeridoo. Now, let's go ahead and get some of this.
On the paper towel, I like this technique. I like the way you do things. Oh. I wasn't saying it to not do it.
No, yeah, you were.
I picked up on that.
I wasn't.
Thank you.
Feels almost passive aggressive.
Add a little bit of water in a dome, steam these bad boys, and my friends, just a couple. He's like, you starting to get up
Come
like.
all the way from Tasmania. I'm ringing the freaking bell.
All right.
Didgeridoo it.
Let's didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo. Ethan, did you know what we call AC/DC in Australia?
AC/DC?
It's letters.
Akadaka.
I'm not quite that good. Oh, come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Loud noises!
Look at you.
Look at this. Look
You're
at this.
special.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
I've got a little bit of Italian parsley. I'm gonna rip it up. You could chop it if you want. I'm just gonna rip it up.
A ripper.
I'm gonna give it a ripper. Yeah, it's gotta be.
Too bloody right, mate.
Exactly.
Majesty.
This is majesty.
Oh, say
Can you see? Dude,
Jeez.
That was close!
how about we actually have someone who is from down under?
Actual Australian.
An actual Australian. So how about we have Tyler's wife join us, Libby.
All right.
He's great. You're greater.
That's true.
Plus, you're from Australia. Say something Australian. Say,
G'day, mate.
G'day, mate.
say bear.
Bear.
Say
pretty good.
dog.
Dog.
Table.
Table.
He knew where we were going. He knew it. Yeah.
What you got a little tune for us to send us on our way out?
Well, being from Texas, living in Australia, I'm a big fan of country music.
As you would be.
As you should be.
As you should be.
So just a little rendition of your theme song.
Oh, bring it on, my
What?
friend.
So come on, everyone, it's CJ's first cooking show.
Some say basic quesadilla, I say perfect quesadilla. So, I'm gonna show you guys how to make what I consider to be the perfect cheese quesadilla. To this bag, I'm gonna add some olive oil, probably 2 hefty pinches of kosher salt, a hefty pinch of coarse black pepper, and then onto our Blackstone seasoning. This is a banger. Then we've got the Blackstone tequila lime seasoning. I've also got some Herdez salsa verde. Of course, we've got a fresh lime. Gonna slice that up, squeeze some juice, and start the massaging process. You can use chicken breast if you want, or the chicken cutlets.
You want to be wrong.
If
11 of those right. I wanted to. Wait, wrong. I blew it.
Nothing to see here!
So typically, sour cream is just an easy one, but we've got, a layer.
Oh, you both have layers.
This is,
That's really good.
this is gonna be a fun one, boys. So,
Hurrying.
Jeez.
They heard you're making the world famous chicken quesadillas.
Well, what's there to eat?
and quesadillas.
Get off, Napoleon!
Orange juice here.
Okay.
You don't want to go too heavy because you don't want to get that loose. You want your sauce, to... Then we've got some more of this salsa verde. And the last one is going to be
This looks
a
awesome.
really decent amount of this tequila lime. And that is gonna do ya. Let's give it a...
Are those monounsaturated fats?
No.
Or polyunsaturated fats.
Wow.
That's what it-
Polyunsaturated fats.
Poly.
Speaking of poly,
Yippee.
Got some fresh cilantro. Gonna set this up. Also, I've got, for color purposes, not so much the flavor or even the heat at this point, because I've got some other jalapenos we're gonna use and accidentally got the hot ones. Chicken and ingredients on one side only. We're gonna be doing the flipping method, so we have like half moon quesadillas. That, my friends, is done. You know when it's time to pull them off, when you've got that crispy golden exterior. Pull those off, cut them up, and plate them. One might say, the perfect quesadilla.
I know one that would say that.
I have an entire neighborhood of my friends that would say that.
I don't know them. He's allergic.
Continue with the joke. Freddie Also, not to be the grammar police, but the D, quote D, is silent in the word my yard.
Nope. So
my
fancy,
yard?
I know that
or my yard?
No, my
Are
yard.
you sure? Because you're
100%.
putting it out there for the world to know right now.
100%. The French pronunciation of Maillard. Maillard.
In French again, Maillard. In French, the D is silent.
Oh! Son of a...
I'm going to be the Chinese lady at the mall, handing out
Samples of delicious
samples
chicken bites.
of bourbon chicken over a bed of jasmine rice. What do you think about that?
I'd like to see it.
I have got boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Now I'm gonna season this real quickly with some kosher salt and some coarse black pepper.
We want it set to stun.
You got a little bit of smoke going on, so I'm gonna put down a little bit and get to searing these yummy.
There it is.
Boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Now the star of the show for this one.
Huh?
It's going to be our
How did he help? How did he help? A Star is Born. I don't know the words. I just was trying to.
Wow, I'm just going to let you keep trying to run with it. It's a great. Far from the shallows now.
See?
In the Okay, first off, we are going to be starting with soy sauce. Then we're going to do about the same thing with some of our rice vinegar.
All right.
We're going to be using some ground ginger.
Not fresh.
Not fresh. I happen to love a little bit of heat to accompany the sweet that we're going to be having. And so we've got, I'm going to do a generous amount of garlic powder here because that garlic powder flavor is truly where it's at. Traditionally, it's going to require actually more brown sugar than I'm putting in here. I want some sweet, but I don't want it to be like candy.
Cornstarch and corn flour are different. Corn flour is made from ground dehydrated corn. Cornstarch is the extracted thickening agent, the actual starch from the corn.
Okay.
And it's basically how most Asian cuisines get that viscosity, the thickness in their sauces.
Yeah, yeah, and that's really what...
I know you were going to say all of that.
All of that. I just wanted to give you an opportunity to shine on my show.
I appreciate that.
Oh, you guys, this is going to be fun, and I think flammable. A little
You don't want
julienne.
tiny?
No tiny. I want big bites because I want a big bite with every piece of chicken.
like big
Bites and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When an onion walks in with the itty bitty waist in him. Onto my onions here.
It sounds delicious. You ever listen to your food?
All the time, dude. And every time I'm listening, it says, don't eat seafood.
No.
We're gonna go ahead and start glazing our chicken with this awesome.
Oh, boom. Oh, yeah.
Whoa! Who's the cook now? Who's the cook now? Start cooking our vegetables in the flames.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Gee.
All right, so let's get our rice and lay down
Making
just
a
bed of rice. Dude, look at that. Everything is glazed. Seriously,
Gorgeous.
this is just the way you see it at the mall.
Glaze.
The glaze.
The glaze. And as it reduces, it really does hug. A warm, flavorful, bourbony, sugary hug.
I
on
can
that chicken.
show you the world. Shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, bourbon chicken, since when did you last let my gut decide?
Ew.
A couple of gag.
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa! Whoa! To say, guys, how about a CJ YouTube.com/Nate Combo Video.
What
It's
a
funny
good
that you
idea.
say that, Nick.
Great idea.
It's called It's a Party. We filmed it 6 years ago. Nobody watched
Nobody.
it. Hey, should we get like a It's a Party high five, like our own handshake for this thing?
Like where we high five and it like freeze like 80s?
Yeah. Alice Springs chicken is a thing of beauty at the Outback Steakhouse. However, I've loved it, I've ordered it, but I don't like mushrooms. I'm gonna show you a version of it today. It's not quite Alice Springs. It's like
Quite
an
as
Alice Brook,
Not a spring?
not a spring.
Are a brook and a spring synonymous?
I don't think so. Speaking of synonymous, my show with cooking and quoting, make a nice little side course from a pivot, if you will. They do not do onions in theirs.
But you're subbing out the shrooms.
I'm getting rid of the mushrooms, and we are gonna saute these guys. So we want to pound this out, get it nice and thin. Throw a little bit of olive oil in there, some salt and pepper, and this sucker's
right in the
ready
bag.
to go on the griddle.
What are you gonna do with all that bacon fat, CJ?
That's a great question, my
Ladies
friend.
and gentlemen, come on down.
You're the next. A little bit of the Blackstone SPG, the spaghetti. Season that up. All right, we're good to go. Now for the base of this delightful barbecue sauce, which I used during the POD episode, by the way.
That
If you
was
guys
so
haven't seen
much
it,
fun.
be sure to go check that one out. Cheers, salud! And ringing it. That I'm also gonna be adding some red wine vinegar. I've just been learning in sauces, sometimes that vinegar punch is just what your sauces need.
It brightens up your palate.
Brightens it up.
So
I've
nice.
also got some pickle juice, some garlic powder, some onion powder. I've got a little bit, actually a pretty hefty amount of chili. I've also got a decent amount of smoked paprika.
Oh, there's the flavor.
And some brown sugar. Now to top all of this, I've got some
All right.
Old Hansford bourbon. This is an incredible addition to this barbecue sauce.
No cooking?
No cooking.
Mix it and done.
This is just a mix it, set it aside. Dude, now, quick little pro move in the restaurant game, right?
Yeah.
Butter.
Lots.
Butter
The
makes
chef
it
says
all...
1 tablespoon, use 2.
Yep.
He says 2, use 5.
I don't want to cut my finger. So I'm gonna add these sauteed onions. Add some crispy bacon. A little drizzle of barbecue sauce over the top. We don't have to get too heavy with this right yet because we're gonna be adding more. I've got some fresh, shredded Colby Jack.
Queso.
That's right, we're gonna let...
Oh, wow.
Grab you a couple of spatulas. We're gonna make a bed here. Give me a second. And then...
Hold me cheese.
Commit.
Go for it. Commit. Commit.
Just stay there because I'm gonna come around the other side and I'll show you.
All right.
And I'm gonna give it a nice
Oh, gee. Come on, Mike.
drizzle of
Dude,
the
I have never
sauce.
seen anything look like this at Outback.
Maybe I should be on QVC.
Maybe you should.
I should show this guy.
By now, you realize on a Blackstone you can cook anything,
Anytime.
anywhere.
WTF, do you really need a cut to clip for every joke you make?
Yes. Why?
I'm barely 3 minutes into this video and I can't take it anymore. Wanted to see the food, can't stomach another one.
You know what that means? He's not here right now.
Nope, he is not.
Isn't
And
it
to all of
rich?
you hating.
Isn't that rich? I don't even know what that means.
He totally wants
You
to
ever heard
be
of like stages of seasoning,
a
layers
backyard-
of flavor?
I'm sure
I mean,
he's
there's a
never
way,
heard
like,
of
some people
elevating.
cook.
I'm sure he's never heard of layers of
Especially
flavor.
need a lot of salt.
The guys,
If you start with a little bit of salt,
Join in on this,
I'm
but
serious, but the salt
conversation
that you add
every
in the
now and
beginning
then.
is different than the salt
layering
that you
your
add at the
flavors
end.
is a thing that you do.
It's the thing.
but
You eat the potato.
it's
you
not
know
too
if it's been
salty if
salted
you salt it the right
effectively
way.
throughout the cooking process.
What he said. Or what he said.